some decently aggressive vision. The potential is there for them to be aggressive. I'm interested to see what our Zeke does, like right at the very start, just because like you're like who's gonna be better at punching this Ember mid? Probably the Spirit Breaker, I suppose. So he can just kind of sit there, and then he'll punch the Riki, he'll punch the Ember, and then I guess that means Warlock can just kind of go hang out top and just right away start shadow wording. I wasn't sure if he might head mid for a little bit. So I'm gonna try a first blood attempt.
Chancellor, stop it, my dude.
That is really loud.
Come on, buddy. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. But yeah, they will be smoking up, and oh, Rise doesn't see them. They cut that line very close. The Phoenix is on top of this ramp. Leveled anything up yet? Rise like he's okay though. Zeke just gets one projectile in from the Warlock. Fair enough. Up top is Neuer's Riki.
Oh, ready. Well, he might not have been looking at his hero. Of course, I'm sure he knows Ricky's up here anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're like dead certain. But this means the Dire kind of have to go and bounty rune if they want to get two of their own, because Clockwork and Riki, they've made this very simple for themselves there. Baby Knight gets a bounty rune to his spot. And yeah, the contest comes in. Effect knows that they have to do this just to make sure that they get an equal share of the bounty from all these runes being spawned up. How do the lanes actually look out? Roger actually going to sit down bot? I mean, this... Oh. Trent, Warlock Legion. Can't remember who was doing this at Kiev, but this is...
a lot of teams.
Was it OG and EG did it like once a piece? A bunch of teams tried it. PMS plus Shadow Word, you just run at people.
Yeah, there have been a lot of these Legion dual lanes, of course. You know, Coddle dual lanes, Warlock dual lanes. It can be with Legion, it can be with any hero. It's very obnoxious. And that means Doyle gets some nice early levels. Probably not too concerned about the overall kill threat from Hestejo very early on, right? He's right next to his tower. He, of course, won't have his spin. He did bring the Mango. He's prepared for this lane, but he doesn't have to worry about battery assault until level 2.
Baby Knight's already taken a pounding. The thing is, though, he's in a 1v2, so Alpha Ninja's not getting as much experience. The Ember Spirit, the dive.
Oh, it did clip faster.
It did, yeah, it did just touch him a little bit there, but... Don't know what it was meaning to accomplish, just a show of intent that, hey, you're not going to get this lane for free anymore. As Ricky's actually moving over and will scout out Spirit Breaker's position. Of them with Orbs of Venom. Rick may be looking for the snipe on the courier. Well,
behind the tier one.
Yeah. And very important. Going to get the regen.
Cluckles is not looking so brave today. Cluckles is, in fact, Cluckles the coward.
Just AFK at the tier 3 tower, apparently, just hiding away. But it's the bottom lane where the strength from effect really kicks in, and Shatchlo and Arzik, nothing really that can stop them from doing this. You know, Troll, he's got okay armor, okay base damage. His HP is relatively low, but got no kill power over him. Trade farm and see how things go from there. But this has meant that Spirit Breaker's left the mid lane. Baby Knight is equal in CS with Alpha Ninja, but that will change, of course, once the raises start coming through and getting a few souls with an Echo Mastery. But Arzik's caught by Neuer. Ricky gets the Arcane Rune and chases down the Warlock. And now the Warlock's kind of cut off from these lanes. Can't really go mid, doesn't want to go mid. Cut off from bottom lane as well, as Neuer's just around collecting runes for himself. They kill him though. They definitely don't if you cancel the charge.
Was it the battery assault or?
I don't know. Maybe it was.
Maybe he thought he was going to hit by it anyway or something, but they have a sentry placed down here. Rise going to find it first. Oh, no. Arzik with the victory there, and then I think he just went for a tango and missed as well.
Live still. Shatchlo. Okay, Fiery Spirits are annoying. I think there's another sentry over on the Riki, if they can get themselves across and de-ward and burn that one through. But this Observer Ward from the Dire is scouting out the movement of the Phoenix, and kind of the Riki's with him.
Chaucer's owning down here. Ace is forced to stay back. He doesn't want to trade with his Legion. Sitting at 7 last hits. He had a wave come onto the tower. It didn't go too well. Just being forced to pull it back so far from his support, and he is way behind this Legion commander.
Oh yeah, Legion is doubling up in CS over the Troll.
And they're going to get a pull for themselves now, too, onto the stacked camp. This is, like, so bad.
Oh. And catapult wave as well.
Sweet, sweet support experience.
And look at C9, they're just, like, gathering around a shrine saying, okay, well, what do we do? Do we try and gank mid?
Nice. He's got a big creep.
That's a win. Some shrine efficiency there, sure. What, Ace got a big creep down at bot, did he?
Oh, yeah. He stole that.
That's big. That's huge. Hestajo continues this hog spam, and Sadoy is taking a punishing. We've got no mango and no mana left to actually throw anything out. Mid lane, a few heroes are converging in around this SF. Spearbreaker's charge lands onto Baby Knight with another bash as well. Got another raise, the long range one, and that's his first blood. Neuer was in the vicinity. Wasn't able to get there in time to help his mate.
Ouch. I mean, that's to be expected, I suppose, but first blood is a very nice thing to grab onto a Spirit Breaker. He's already got his booties. He's got some dust. That's going to be costly this whole game. And, oh, he's flying it out, man. This looks great.
Look at that dire scan looking for the Ricky. Knowing that he's around and Spirit Breaker wanting to taste that blood. Overboard up on the hill, but doesn't find Ricky anyway. CS-wise, Legion now leading the board, 30-7. And
I mean, it's like she's in the safe lane right now, you know? Like, she still has her shrine. The wave has been close to her tower this whole time.
Oh, well, maybe the Juggernaut will die at long last. Cogs plus smoke, pretty good combo. Make sure you can't Blade Fury, you can't run away. Had to turn and fight. Roger wasn't there in time to try and save his mate. Spirit Breaker arrives a little bit late.
Placing down. Oh, no, I'm coming, dude. You know, that actually is the worst feeling when you're support, though. Like, he just ganked mid, got the kill, and he's like, nice, I got some money. The courier's coming with wards and observers, and yeah, I'll be up top in just a second. I'm going to come give you wards and observers for the Ricky, and then, like, your core dies.
Oh, you're dead.
And then it's over, because then that guy's done. Like, his game's like, why didn't you ward up here earlier? Like, I'm the only reason we got first blood mid. Oh, God. I can, like, feel Roger's, like, silent pain right now.
You're just reliving one of your pub memories.
Yeah.
Trent packs with a PTSD.
Yeah, seriously. Every game.
Oh, this is actually a really sick combo.
Yeah,
Ricky plus Clockwork. I mean, you can't charge, you can't spin, you can't live, you just keep on dying. That's really nice, especially now that Neuer is level 3, or got level 3 from the kill on Juggernaut. He can blink into the cogs well at this point, but...
Just wait till the troll ult is on both of them. You'll actually obliterate people. Like, you think Legion is a cool duel. This will be the real duel. Like, welcome to the Thunderdome. We got a fog machine. Neuer's dropping it. Sick.
The cogs are fog machines now, are they?
Well, exactly.
Cogs down and... you've even got an Ember Spirit who can jump into the middle of it, right? You have the mobility to play around cogs, and this is a nifty idea from them. Even the Phoenix. You know, you put the Supernova inside the cogs, what's the enemy going to do? Now that I start thinking about it, hang on a second. This Clockwork first pick, this might be the reason why you were saying so many teams are first banning Clockwork against C9. Oh, hook shot in, Hestajo. There we go, smoke on the Juggernaut. Where do you run? Where do you hide? Well, you dig a 6-foot hole in the ground and you shove yourself in it. Because C9's Clockwork is destroying people.
Yeah, and this is what they need to do, but it's also just like, it looks like a hell of a lot of outplay. Like, that's, what, 3 kills now, and I don't know, maybe the Spirit Breaker was just kind of unlucky. Like, yeah, I'm a support making rotations, but he has full vision. I mean, you know where the waves are going, but he's still getting caught outside of the wards. Just getting maybe a little bit too greedy here on the Jug.
Yeah, he's playing relatively far forward, but maybe they want to move the Warlock up there as well. Jump in from Baby Knight, very aggressive, but the Phoenix come and play as well. Spirit Breaker's charge will land onto BBK, but bounce back and run away. Roger retreats. The 4-man movement in from Effect. Deal with a 3 from Cloud9. That Neuer up towards the top room spot will get dusted up, but he's got to blink up onto the high ground. The smoke screen is dropped as well. And the Shadow Fiend raises, they'll likely be able to kill him off. No, that Fairy Fire will not save you. A turnaround is available though, as Hestajo Rotten, he's got this Battery Assault now onto 2 targets. He traps in the Spirit Breaker, not the target you want to get in there. And a kill none the least. Cloud9.
And Clockwork also owns raindrops, which is pretty sick. I get to absorb one of those little battery assaults, or later on just a flare. The damage is enough.
Dire's middle tower is under
Joe,
attack.
Hester Joe. I mean, I've seen this guy carry
Radiant's
some
top
pretty
tower
crazy
is
games
under
on this
attack.
Darkseer. I can't recall too many insane Clockwork performances. I remember he picked it once during their little best of 5 that didn't go too well against Empire, but this is certainly looking good. But here's the thing, they haven't even done this Clockwork Ricky lately. They've done like Clockwork Sky, pretty classic. They've done Clockwork and a Coddle, probably like a dual lane scenario as well. All right, here we go. Sentry comes out. Oh, they missed the hook shot top. They actually hit the range creep.
Oh no. That's not how it's meant to
they're
be.
still coming though.
Just gotta stop now though, right? The spin TP, he's on. Warlock is all alone up at top. Arzik.
That was tough. He tried to come in from this angle. They like wrapped here, and he couldn't see. I don't think the range creep had attacked or something. And for some reason, it had moved over
Dire's
here. I don't
middle
know.
tower
I mean,
is
obviously, he's
under
not going to
attack.
range creep on purpose, so something happened there.
Just blame pathing. It's the easiest thing
Yeah.
to do. The cut through the trees though. Joe's going for a sneaky
Hello.
move in. Shadow Word is forced, and well, Clockwork. Side is not worth his trouble. The mid lane, there's a battle going on. Neuer again. In jumps Baby Knight. The damage output looks good onto SF. One more burn, and the tick will do it. He might even think about turning back onto Roger. Another Remnant forward with his stick charges as well. He's got chains up in 1, and he's got the kill. Baby Knight comes out with 2 for nothing. Okay, they lose the Ricky. 2 for 1 then, I guess, in the end. But Ricky's already back alive.
I think that's okay. 675 gold, and
Sunray, Sunray, smoke screen, Sunray. Oh my God, they've got him. They've finally lose the Clockwork. But the amount of time that took, thanks to Fiery Spirit slowing the attacks, the misses from smoke screen, and the Sunray keeping Joe alive, Clockwork lasted a lot longer than he really should have.
So they only got 1 kill there, right? And they did 2,250 damage. That's brutal. 918 damage, 724 from the lead, oh, that's the mid SF damage. Okay, that makes more sense. They're counting all that in the bottom as well.
I mean, yeah, Dyer got 2 kills.
Yeah.
Clockwork and Ricky, but the Jug and Legion dying is like.
Yeah, I wanted to find out how much damage they did to that Clockwork through all that healing, but either way. Pretty impressive stuff, man. Still 5-1-1. Hester Joe is gonna have a very early blade mail here and just like 400 gold. Start rotating around, and then you just have like no attack option. That troll ulti's gonna be up, and it's gonna be a nice little combo. And then we just wait till level 15, right? Plus 50 damage. Let's go. Where's my Midas, Hester Joe?
Oh, well, they have the duel, the first blink duel of the game. Results in a win for Shoutslow, so that's some good plus 10 damage for him. The group up from Effect, though, top lane, Arzik's caught. And that is a real nasty death. Even expending the hook shot there to make sure he dies. Joe showing his hand a bit there, but with the Sunray piling into those cogs, there's like no escape for you, and then they go to the mid lane. Ace with the ulti pop to Baby Knight should be able to secure this tower relatively easily until the charge comes through. Shoutslow has no duel, but they have the damage. SF raises, secure it, and now Upheaval slows down the retreat, but the Blade Mail is here. The Requiem cancelled down. After knows he can't really go for this in the Sunray with the cogs as well. They jump forward with Neuer with the smoke screen down now to slow down the Shadow Fiend a bit more, but they've got nothing left to give. Invisrune bot will be given over to the SF. They'll likely just spread and farm.
Yeah, that felt like it might have been a little bit too deep, but time to, I guess, focus on effects here in terms of like why it seemed pretty favorable, at least for a lot of their draft. Thinking about that, like that last pick and what that was gonna have to do. We still have the group up option, of course, from effect. They have a Shadow Fiend, they have a Jug, Warlock too, so they could probably start pressuring these towers a little bit. They're just, oh man, Arzik mid.
Yeah. They scanned for it. They knew there was a hero up on the high ground, at least one, and Arzik was the one to show, but Shadow Fiend moved back into the jungle, so.
And look at this, they just smoke immediately, and our move, oh, is that gonna be small? No, they're coming. They have the hook shot.
Smoke into smoke, pop for pop, but it's a Radiant with the vision, and I guess, yeah, they're pinging out this ward spot. Pretty certain. Snob's up there, or maybe a Ricky hiding around somewhere vicinity. Roger is being eyed up though. Troll is still waiting, lingering on the outskirts of this. Well, hook shot from Joe. Just the smoke screen again. It's just so. It's just disgusting. You literally cannot do anything. You have to try and hit the cog, and can you miss? You can miss on cogs, right?
Oh yes, yes you can.
I'm assuming
you can miss your own cogs. It's awkward.
Yeah.
Is under attack.
So dumb. So like imagine you missed the two hits on the cog and you're like, well fuck, I'm just dead here then, I guess. Moral of the story: do not get caught in Clockwork's cogs. Buy 4 staffs. Do we have any
owning right now? 5,627 gold. I don't know. Is he gonna buy Midas? Like 14 minutes in, you have this Ember Spear. I feel like the way this game goes is that
I mean, Ace is dead, yeah.
I feel like the way this game goes is if you're dire, you win this by like kind of withstanding. Well, I don't know. Withstand right now, but you start to like move up the push again. My God, this is quite bad.
Oh, this is a big combo ulti out. They've still silenced the SF, but with the rock dropped, it's Cloud9 that are caught. The damage done, and the damage is done. 3 heroes are dead, and Supernova won't be able to do anything either. You're talking about withstanding. They did a fair amount of that in that fight, and launched out their ultimates. Didn't even get the Requiem down because the SF died far too quickly.
Oh, Roger.
Breaker making the noises.
Well, that's not good. So there you go. So the way I see this game is that you withstand this kind of little pressure right now, and then the group up starts, right? Like you have a jug, you have an SF, even this Legion Commander. You grew up a little bit, you get objectives, you push forward, and then what are you concerned about? It's the split push from an Ember Spirit, even the somewhat decent split push of a Troll, but it's then that pick off potential of the Clockwork and the Ricky. So how do you counter that? Just be together. You know, can't kill you if you're all together, but you're still fighting back all this like split push and stuff like that, and the game starts getting delayed. So from the Radiant team, I'm seeing that as like, you know, on this Clockwork, I'm like, all right, soon it's gonna be very difficult for me to keep doing this. So I might need that fallback farm of a Midas to get my next item. But as to Joe, instead he says, you know what, screw this current Midas crap. Meta, people have, you know, uncertain games, they say. He wants that 4 staff.
Yeah, I think this is a great way, kind of realizing that Effect are only going to have one of their own. You know, Hurricane Pike is being built by the SF, and I guess they've got the Blink of Legion, which is puts us some good use down the bottom lane. The Troll gets his Whirling Axes off with another strike down. They've killed SF in the background, though, and Ace is still alive. Hook shot from Joe onto Ace, apparently, there.
Right, like trying to get down here in time. That was intentional.
How did the SF die, though? I didn't catch that one.
I believe there were a lot of heroes down near that bottom room. The Ember's recharging some remnants, and now he's chasing after our Zeke as well.
Oh, Baby Knight, Boots of Travel, Aquila. Didn't go for the Veil or the like Maelstrom Rush, but after BOTs, you can. We've seen people go Blade Mails, people go Maelstrom, instead of the good old Battle Fury and crit build that we. Charge slow. You know, we had such a good time in lane and really great timing on that Blink Dagger. Hasn't really been able to accomplish too much outside of that. You know, the amount of pressure and forward aggression from 9 has been enough that Effect haven't been able to kind of just shove into a tier 1 and find the fight that they want with all these big ultis to combo. We saw a little bit of it around the Roche pit with, you know, Rock into potential Requiem, but I think as the game goes, I still like what Cloud9 have. Because if they're able to choose the targets they go onto and, you know, hook, cog, you know, 1 out of the 5 of Effect, whether it be the Legion or the Spirit Breaker or the Warlock, and just trap them in there, make sure they can't get their team fight spells out with a smokescreen cogs. They've got Supernova that has to be dealt with by the SF, and there's not really anyone else who can deal with it. Apart from maybe Juggernaut spinning in.
Yeah, that's the real one. But of course, soon the Troll's gonna be to the point where he can just bash you up if you try and make that play if he's available, and then that whole idea of that being the counterplay doesn't really fly anymore.
In fact, they are being corralled into one area of the map, but here's the jump onto SF with a golden dropped. Our Zeke tries to turn this one back on them, and SF's still alive, healing through it all, and C9 dueled up. Noya tries the TP, but another strike's there, and Effect clean up too. They were grouped up.
This is the problem. It's when you go for these greedier plays, and this is just gonna get worse and worse in my eyes, because like the further you get into the game, the more often you're gonna have these just like observer sentry pairs like everywhere, and they're gonna know where you're trying to set up on Effect. You know, they're gonna understand when these plays are coming like that, and they're gonna be ready with the Warlock. And it's not like I don't think now that Golem's down, you just like hop back as Ricky and Clock and try and do that again or anything like that. Like what are the chances you're gonna be able to do that again before this Warlock's ready to just keep shadowing and protecting his Shadow Fiend?
Super tough. I was honestly thinking more about like direct 5v5s around towers, but I think you're right. The fact that Cloud9 feel like they have this strength and they have the power to go and find pickoffs with just the Ricky and Clockwork, then why not use it? But maybe that one kind of boop on the nose there from Effect will be like, you know, enough of a message sent to Cloud9 to just chill out a little bit, calm down. But then, as you're saying, the farm that comes in from Effect, Sidoi, he's gone from having an absolute awful lane to being, what, fourth now in net worth?
Yeah, him and Troll. Both in the recovery mode, man. These guys, you know, last hits anonymous.
Dire structures are fortified.
Do get a few hits in onto the tier 1 bottom lane, though. Effect line across the map where they're able to kind of defend each other or jump into position. Farming decently themselves. Blade Mail's nearly done for Shachlo, which, you know, a lot more damage in these team fights. The SF with Hurricane Pike and moving into Manta style feels like the big target that Cloud9 have to deal with. And just one Requiem and C9's damage output is basically gone. You know, they don't do a lot of damage or direct nuke damage or anything like that to begin with. It's sort of all over time through things like this. You know, Smoke Screen, Flame Guard, Searing Chains, and SF drops to half HP and he's bailed out. He's safe. Roger's now the one in trouble. So Doyle will come in and spin down Noya at the very least. That's a good hook shot though. Joe catches onto one. Zeke is the one trapped inside the cog. Healing with a Blade Mail. Yeah, Healing Ward keeps him alive a little for now, but Sidoi is trapped. 9 heroes and his own, but it's, again, Chancellor who rejoins the fight with a duel of Blade Mail. Takes down Joe, but will not get the win. Awkward fights all around. No Supernova used. There was no Golem to drop because it was still on cooldown, right?
That was an Alpha Ninja force step that pushed him into those 3 heroes. I was like, who on the Radiant has a force step? That was a sick play. And I realized it was the Hurricane Pike. So that's why our Zeke went flying into that. He had to save too. Like Warlock could have lived there. It was just miscommunication.
Turned the right way.
Yeah. Well, they I mean, they found that second engagement before the Warlock was up, so I mean that was kind of good. But again, it's still just the saving prowess of just even Shadow in that situation.
Hey, dude, look at the net worth graph. This is pretty cool.
Pretty even. Oh yeah.
Look at that.
And then the experience too.
The spikes and the troughs.
Yeah.
Oh, peaks and troughs even. Pretty nice. Just like, you know, Warlock Golem is used, and then you see like the hook shot Cogs smoke is used.
The C9's about to win a big fight. Is that what I'm seeing here? Should be about a like 1900 gold swing. All right, let's go. Smoke up, guys. Everything. Ultis are off cooldown. Let's go. Gotta fulfill the prophecy.
Baby Knight has his Maelstrom now. It's a lot of damage that can come out of him. The trouble is, vision is lacking here for C9. They actually only have one Observer Ward, a relatively old one, over towards bottom tier 2. But as this game, yeah, I see pings coming out onto towards the Roche pit. You know, it's 22 minutes in. Another ping is out from Juggernaut saying, hey, this is the big one that we go for. They scan out in their own jungle, they get some wards out. If they can take like tier 1 top and move towards the Roche pit, this is going to be huge for them.
Yeah, I thought they were actually with the smoke or something when they all scanned like that, but they don't have one on them, so not the plan, it seems. It's a little bit of pressure top.
They are definitely the favorites to win 5v5. Cloud9 have to pull as many tricks out of the bag as they can, but this tier 1 looks like it's forfeit. Glyph, late as possible. Nice there from C9, but Healing Ward's already down. They've got the sustain to just walk up to the tower and finish it off. Cloud9 will be trying to use that to their advantage. They jump in, kill the Healing Ward. Doya hook shot forward from Joe, and in comes Ace, but the Golem's dropped. Baby Knight to the back line, looking for Zeke. He's got the chains onto him. The damage looks okay, but it's not quite good enough. The Sunray heals up Joe, keeps him alive, but one more hit from Alpha Ninja finishes him off. And they've got the duel and Omni Slash to slice down 2 big core heroes, and there's Supernova. Oh, it might actually drop a stun, but not quite. Effect find that kill as well. Ace looks like he's alone with Noya. Ricky and Troll left to their own devices to clean up the pieces, but Zeke and Shachlo both behind this SF mean it is not an easy proposition, so they deny the tower and they will retreat.
Yeah, it's hard to clean that fight up too. Like maybe if the Ember survives at that point, you might be able to do something and chase them down, but It's not a huge gold swing. It's only about 700 gold for the Dire side, but it is a lot of experience. About 1,400 more heading their way. Because that slight little bit of a deficit that they had.
I've got to get back into the habit of pressing fight recap because I have not pressed fight recap.
For shame.
It is really bad.
I mean, it doesn't work half the time anyway, so you can just blame it on that. But
I can just pretend to click it and be like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, it disappeared, guys. Oh, nice grab by Shosh though. Very quick. Nice sentry.
I mean, you mentioned it when you were talking about the sentry obs pairings. Not just that, but Arzeek's been running around like a madman with Roger, even just spamming sentries everywhere. And also the scans. I don't think I've seen so many scans from one team in the first 25 minutes as I have from Effect. I think they've used it pretty much off cooldown to try and scout out the Ricky. The hook shot from Joe kills off healing ward at the very least, but this won't really damper the effects of...
Yeah, and now they no hooks down. So.
Yeah, the entire team just in the rush pit. Shadow Word.
That egg's coming soon.
Ace is in the mix of things though. He's taking a lot of damage. One more hit from the team. Shadow Fiend finishes him off. There we go though. Look at that Baby Knight with a blade mail on the clockwork. Clear up another 2. This Roshan is not done just yet. Down to what? 1500 HP. Baby Knight misses another chain. Illusion's out, and the duel is there as well, and in they come with a supernova drop. I don't know about this one. Baby Knight's dead, and with the Prince of the Trade out, Neuer not able to do enough damage with a stun onto Sadoi, slowing things a little bit, and these fiery spirits making sure they can't do Roshan. Cloud9, they lose a lot, but I guess...
They're going to use the sentry to put down the healing ward, so they can go back in, I think. Don't want Ricky to deal with it.
They get into the pit with a healing ward. Where's Ricky? Come on, Neuer. Phase boots in. Heal it off. They've got the charge on him, though. Ricky in a lot of trouble. Sunray's there, but it won't heal him up enough. And this is Cloud9 having to retreat hell between legs and give up Roshan to Effect. So Aegis goes over to the toys Juggernaut. This just opens up the map completely for him.
Oh, the pattern was broken. Actually, they did get one more. Wait, what? How did that 4th one come about? I'm surprised.
The
okay.
4th what?
Fair enough. On our net worth graph, I didn't know they actually got a 4th peak.
Oh, the little bump.
It really did happen. And then, anyway, experience now though. What, 7,500 almost in their favor? Wow, that is crazy. Considering the net worth isn't that different, it's kind of wild how different the experience is. But a lot of that split push, I suppose, coming out here just from that Dire side. Not quite next to each other all the time. 12 last Shadow Fiend.
At least Baby Knight gets a kill. Oh, maybe Joe gets one as well. Got the hook shot in. Arzeek is trapped. Sadoi can't really do anything about this. They jump to try and get a duel, but it's not there. The cogs were dissipating, and that slow did get pushed back. Very last second.
I mean, he's closing in on that 4th staff, and then, of course, that's when Neuer and Joe will be quite a bit weaker. Especially their little double combo, but I mean, you know, if you start out with the smoke screen on someone and they're forced to 4 staff out of that, and then you immediately get them in the cogs, which is definitely a very real possibility, then you're just not going to have enough 4 staffs to deal with that. So it just comes down to mechanisms and skill.
Good luck trying. Sadoi's instantly silenced top, of course, he's got Aegis. Aegis runs straight on in, head first with a dual out for Chancellor. They aim on control, but Sadoi doesn't have the damage to do this, and they give the win over to him. Ace will take that gladly. Requiem come out here, but Baby Knight traps with the steering chains. And the supernova in the back. This is Cloud9. They're winning this team fight. Shadow Fiend's dead, and Rogers on the retreat as well. Sadoi finally gets the Honor Slash out, but this is gonna kill off 2. Neuer as well as GBK dead, and Ace turns to fight Rogers back into this, but with a Sunray there, and that makes chance over on them. It looks like Sadoi will finally clean up another. Rise, how do you escape? You've got no TP, you've got no way to get away.
I was gonna say, by the way he stopped moving, that looked like when you try and dive TP, and then he's like, oh, I don't have a TP. I don't know. But, no, he just couldn't find his way out of that one. And his Midas is even off cooldown. Oof. 16, 22. Man, that fight looked terrifying. Legion went in expecting, I think, the Jug to be able to reach with the Omni Slash, and then there would be like this quick explosion, but then Sadoi has to spin through, so he's not outputting his full damage once he gets to the duel, and then of course there's this massive level 4 Sunray, which was doing a lot of work that fight.
And then C9 turn 3 heroes around and just, you know, dogpile into the duel as well.
Yeah.
I thought C9 had that. I honestly did. Like the spell. Like this is the thing. I think they executed that fight near enough to perfection. You know, they caught one on the back end. They killed one. They got the Aegis down. They killed the SF before he could really do too much. But Juggernaut with, I guess it was just the Juggernaut with Aegis coming back to life, and there were so many low HP Cloud9 heroes that he was able to just do whatever the hell he wanted with them. But now, going to be the 5v5 without Aegis. Supernova on cooldown for 20 seconds. And in effect, they've got the Golem. Another big thing that they weren't holding on to in the other fight. They have this chaotic offering.
Got scanned.
Right, they did, Trent. Neuer gets dusted. Tricks of the trade takes him out of this land. Don't know if he can jump. He does. He blinks back to his teammate. Ryan's helped out with a Sunray there. The hook shot cashes in onto Arzik. He needs to reposition to try and land his chaotic offering, but it's just a jump away. They disengage. Cloud9, they are getting the hell out of here. Sadoy wants to find someone to slice him up, but they're looking for Rise on the back end as well. They split their efforts, and in the end get nothing for it.
Very nice team play from Effect there, though. Like, Arzik gets trapped in there, and immediately he gets forced out by F and Ninja. Because Arzik is still not done. He's almost there, and he'll be able to help himself, but it was within, like, a second that he was immediately bailed out by a Shadow Fiend. So just keeping their eyes on Arzik. They know that he's the guy with the big target on his back with his clockwork.
Aim Warlock. Kill Warlock, please.
Yeah.
It's not just the chaotic offering, though. It's freaking Fatal Bonds, honestly, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Fatal
I mean,
Bonds
heal's done so much for them too.
That's true. I'm just thinking like Fatal Bonds with Omni Slash, Duel, and Requiem Razors.
Yep.
In fact, have a lot of spread damage. Rise's Midas starting to pay off, up to 100 gold or so. Also went for the 150 gold per minute. Talent as a hook misses there. Arzik returns the favor with the upheaval. Yeah, what up? Sharpslow's trying to find the target, but might walk into danger. Neuer is here and scouts him out. Sadoy's in the back end as well, looking for this. Rocket Flare giving a bit of vision. Effect. Get off at least from that point of attack, so we'll go for the more manual route.
And Sadoy has his Blink Dagger now too, so always a good item on Jug, but fantastic this game, of course, just to get into the right spot. You can manage to avoid these flares and whatnot and keep it ready, getting your way to the egg quickly, even just for like a quick spin blow up, or more importantly, just jumping over cogs is so handy.
Reveal. They've seen Neuer, and they've got the charge onto Ace. There's the Golem drops with a duel as well, and Omni Slash looks like it's going to clear up the troll. Oh, not quite just yet. Ace PKBs and turns with the Requiem down. And right clicks through the killer 4, and Legion was the only one to die here for Effect. Baby Knight's the last man standing, and it's just 4 guys with illusions and golems and all of the entire freaking zoo here from Effect going up onto high ground and taking tier 3. This is exactly what you said like 15, 17 minutes in, whenever it was, pre-20 minutes. Cloud9, you're finding the picks, you're finding these nifty little plays and ways to outmaneuver Effect. But as soon as the brute force comes through, it's just too strong.
Yeah, it is very tough. You have to execute so well. Like, this really does look like one of those kind of ease of execution drafts in a way. Not to say that Effect haven't played very well. I think they've made some big plays that have helped them because C9 are executing at a pretty high level in terms of, I think a lot of these initiations look pretty good from them. I haven't seen like a mega botched one. Even that last one, Hetsa Joe got a really nice initiation with nothing but Force Staff because he didn't have his hook shot. Had he had his hook shot to follow up there, might have looked a little bit better, but of course he missed that one on Arzik, and then it was still on cooldown from there. So just small mistakes starting to add up from Cloud9, it looks like, and that's, Effect, you're playing the Shadow Fiend. He's got this massive don't even press a button minus armor aura, which is pretty handy when your Jug outputs all this physical damage. So it's just slightly easier things to make work for your heroes.
I thought maybe Roger gets caught there. Hester Joe was just like almost lining up the hook shot and waiting for it, but nice and a bit timid. I was impressed with kind of how strong this troll has become. He's surviving through duels, first thing. But we've yet to... Oh, goodbye. See ya, Effect. Take a lane of Rax and you all DC. Fair enough. But yeah, we've yet to see a big, like, proper combo from Effect. Everything has kind of been piecemeal, little by little, like, okay, if we need to use it, we'll use it. But that's mainly because Cloud9 have never kind of met as a 5-man unit clashing in. But just imagine a duel into Requiem with Fatal Bonds, with Omni Slash. all of these pieces of effect fit together so nicely. And you were talking about ease of execution. Cloud9, it's like, okay, we kind of have to hookshot, smokescreen the Warlock, kill him, and then see how things go. See how things progress and where they move on from there. I don't think it's easy to like algorithmically plan your team fight as Cloud9. It's just like, right, this is part A of said plan. Parts B through Z are unknown until part A is complete. You know, it's just like almost like half-blind plan.
Very chaotic too. I feel like whenever there's Spirit Breaker, the game is chaotic. This guy just, you know, if he's not part of your initial initiation as C9, he just comes out of these trees and he goes through like 3 of your heroes, and you're like waiting for this follow-up spell that never comes.
Pop the Lincolns and Baby Knight. But he remnants straight through into the charge, apparently. Alpha Ninja's killed off one in the back, but we'll watch Roger jump in onto the Phoenix Rise. Is caught. Doesn't have his dive. He's got Supernova, but he's bashed up before he can even think about popping it if he wanted to. And that is Cloud9 losing 2 heroes very, very quickly. They keep Baby Knight alive, but still Effect can look to take down Shrines, move into tier 2s, or in 50 seconds time. Perfect for them. Mr. Roshan is alive.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
mid.
middle tower
Heroes will be back, of course. 4th rating. So they have a shot at it. They have some pretty good AoE heroes, right? The Riki, the Phoenix, Clockwork, even. You know what? Actually, all 5 are pretty damn good at fighting near the Roche Pit. You have high mobility heroes. You have big AoE ultis, or just like big miss chance from Ace can make some big plays happen there. And of course, everyone's just overall increased damage.
Oh, they pop the Lincolns, but maybe nice quick. Slide to fist and Remnant away.
I've seen bigger throws in the past 4 days.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
Same.
This step's not over. I had like a 22k lead that there's no way they should have lost, and they lost. So possibilities are there.
They definitely are. We've seen Cloud9 outplay Effect previously this game already. They have the ability. Will Effect allow them to get there? This tier 2 dropping. Nice boost of gold across to them, but more importantly, they can just back up and, if not kill Roshan, bait out Roshan, or farm their jungle, just utilize this map to their pleasure, because C9 are the ones that have to smoke out of their base under observer wards, which have been placed down all across this map. Like, you see this, just like this freaking Maginot, this is like the Maginot line of observer wards. Where do you go? There's trenches everywhere. If you want to smoke to come towards Roshan, you have to smoke under one of our wards, or you do it in your fountain. As Roshan's taken, Joe is killed. With buyback, he might have to use this because the high ground push is inevitably coming from Effect.
That was that ward vision. Sets up an easy kill. We got Ace just kind of chilling. He's got everything ready. I guess everything is online, right? And we have level 3 Egg just cracked in level 18 for Rise.
I don't know what Baby Knight can do. They smoke behind him, but I think that was seen. Pretty sure that was seen. Sleights of Fist will do a bit of chip damage away to Effect, but they've taken tier 3. And there's nothing actually stopping them. No glyph ready for a C9 as Rax is going to drop slowly but surely. Noya jumps into the back, but the duel in the front, that's where they aim for. The Shrine is ready, but they're not going to use it. The rock is dropped and Baby Knight's caught with a Requiem and the Omni Slash finishing him off. Effect will find yet another lane of Rax with some huge kills for them, but Shadow Fiend, Aegis in hand, stands his ground inside the cogs. The smoke screen's there. He doesn't have a Hurricane Pike or a BKB, and now he's surrounded by C9, so I think they'll give him away. But Melee Rax died. Not a full lane for Effect, but still structural damage done.
Yeah, and it's the ones that count, right? The melee, the tier 3, so pretty pleased when you snag up 3 buybacks on top. Mind you, they got a nice chunk of experience for the rating. Of course, is it really getting anyone anywhere special? Got some Riki up to level 18. Phoenix gets up to level 20. But nothing game-winning coming out there. Of course, it's not often that happens from experience.
Cloud9 seem to want to go and do some structural damage of their own, or at least force a buyback from the Shadow Fiend. Chachlo will be willing to press that button with only 30 seconds left to respawn, but here they come.
Oh, there's no glyph. Okay.
Cloud9, no glyph. Fatal Bonds is used. Baby Knight clears through the creep wave. They've taken a tier 3 here, Trent. They're looking for Rax potentially as well. Shadow Fiend, 40 seconds. Legion's alive. This could start
You need a
getting
tower
dangerous.
hitter, that 5th pick. Why not make everyone a tower hitter, right?
Yeah, fair enough. But then comes the overwhelming odds, and Neuer is obliterated with a jump in and a duel onto Troll. His BKB is doing work. He's turned around to kill him. Oh, down goes that Legion commander, but SF arrives. 1, 2, 3 punch, and down goes Troll with Rise. Over dissipating in the background. No buybacks on your Troll or your Phoenix here, and that's why Legion jumps straight back into the living. They want to finish this game, and they want to finish it now.
This is a pretty bold buyback. I guess, yeah, they're just gonna try and end it, but... Alright, I can dig. You got 2 lanes, I suppose, might as well.
That's the thing, right? You kill one of these heroes and the game literally just ends. No duel there, 5 seconds on cooldown for Shachlo. They move in through the middle lane and go up towards top as well. Juggernaut's taking tier 3. Wiki did have a buyback. Baby Knight can snipe on the ward. But Joe has put himself into a pretty sticky situation with Neuer getting slammed down by the SF. And this Blade Mail doing nothing for Joe. Baby Knight might get caught as well with a blink duel from Shachlo. GG, it's gold. Game number 1 goes the way of effect, and that was relatively simple from the 20-minute mark onwards.
Man, you really can't ask for much more to your clockwork, though. In that early game, of course, you were devoting a lot of time to your roamer there, too, so maybe...